Okay guys, we're out with the Equinoxes. I'm in field 2, I'm recovery speed 6 and ferrous, the iron bias of 4. Got my first signal just here. Okay, it's coming in at 15/16, so it could be rubbish, but only one way of finding out. Now, all the digs today are going to be genuine digs. We're not planting anything, we're just going to get signals and we're going to dig them up. There's the ground still a bit frozen as we get down. Okay, it's coming now at 16. Could be a shotty end. There's quite a few shotty ends here. Okay, it looks like it's a musket ball, or yeah, little lead ball, musket ball, probably 19th century. It's the early ones, the 17th century ones tend to be a lot bigger, and obviously that's too big for a pistol shot. Okay, so first find, not brilliant. We are actually here looking for Celtic coins. We've had Celtic coins on the lower fields, and we figured there must be Celtic up here, so that's why we come up. As you can see, the snow's nearly gone now. It's about 7 degrees centigrade, so quite mild for this time of year. Okay, I'm still in field 2, 2 tones. Got a signal here, and it's coming a lovely repeatable. It's going 2023. Okay, but it's definitely a good high conductor. Now, as I say, we're after Celtic coins here, so I'm looking for a glint of gold. Oh, the ground, this is a pig. We was hoping it was going to be defrosted, but as I say, ground is pretty bad. The farmer's very understanding with us. He doesn't mind us digging the crop. His argument, he says, no matter what damage we do, we won't affect his yields. And I guess he's right. Over a whole field, if we do sort of kill a few plants, it doesn't really affect it. Okay, and there we go. It is going to be a big Roman coin stuck out the side there. Early one. So there you go. It's definitely a big Roman coin. What we call an as. Hasn't survived particularly well. There probably will be a head on there, but there you go. The first Roman coin of today. Not very deep. Got a bit of a mixed signal here. Don't think it's very deep. There's iron all around it. You hear the iron. But the 11 pops up that way. If I come around this way, and I wriggle it around, I see the occasional 11 comes up this way. And there's 12, repeatable 12. So I'm going to have a look at this one. I mean, it could be a false signal. There's so much iron here, but we have had silver units and Celtic gold that have come through at these readings, anywhere between 9 and 11 so it's certainly worth a look. It sounds a lot better now. It's going to be down about probably 6 inches or so. You'll find that low numbers, low conductors, you don't get them as deep as the high conductors. But you know, with a weak signal like that, if it was coming up in the high 20s, then it could be down well over a foot. But because it's a low conductor, 6 inches, maybe 8 inches on this one. It's nicely loose in the bottom of that hole. I've moved it. Maybe it's probably on its side now. Get this loose out. Okay, let's find it. It's in that lump there. So look what it is. It's round, but it's just a stud, unfortunately. Little leather stud. There you go. So that's the round bit, and there's the pointy bit sticking out there. So these are sort of 17th, 18th century. They're banged into leather. Okay, got a 10 here. Turn sideways, and it's still a nice 10. Now, we have, as we say, 10s have been very good to us recently. We've been digging up Celtic silvers that have been literally between 9 and 11s. So this is potentially a good signal. And it sounds sweet. It sounds, we jokingly say it sounds round. But that is a really, really solid sounding signal. Much better than the 10 would suggest, because a lot of 10s can be small pieces of lead and stuff. But this is nice. So I suspect this is round. There's a good chance it's going to be a coin. And it's just there. And the trouble is, it's in a frozen lump, so I'm going to have to be quite careful getting this one out. Okay, so it's not round at all. It's a nice square piece of lead, unfortunately. But you got to dig them when they sound like that. As you can hear, there's plenty of iron here. There's all the low tones. But then a good signal bounces through. That's a 13 repeatable. I suspect that's a Roman coin, but I have been known to be wrong. That's absolutely a beautiful coin signal. Locks on. A bit deeper than I expected. Actually, what's that? There. So a nice green bit of green patina there. Don't know what it is. Some sort of green bar. Yeah. No, I think that's just junk. Another repeatable 13, probably another piece of lead, but we'll have a look. Luck's got to change on these eventually. but it does sound very, very small. So crop roughly back. Okay, in that lump. And there's part of a piece of lead or a piece of coin. It's not complete, whatever it is. That's probably a very, very grotty coin. Yeah, there's not much of that survived. It's a little Roman coin. Not much survived. But nearly 2,000 years old. Okay, this is a nice 18, repeatable, solid, absolutely solid. So it doesn't deviate. 18 every which way. It's not very deep. I suspect it's most likely going to be a musket ball, but 18 is also where full status come through. So this could be a gold coin, but more likely, knowing this site, it's going to be a musket ball, big one. So let's see if I'm going to be lucky or correct. That looks grey and round to me, and there it is, a musket ball. I was right. Okay, here's another nice 18. So hopefully this one's not going to be a musket ball. It's not locking on quite as well. It's definitely a positive signal. But it's going 16, 18. And from that angle it's 18, 19. So we're going to have a look at it. Hopefully it won't be another musket ball, but I have had 4 so far. So I suppose the law of averages says it will be. But this field has got Celtic on it. There's always a chance of a stater. So I want a glint of gold, not a glint of grey. That doesn't look like gold to me. It's a piece of lead, lumpy, a bit like it's just a big lump of misshapen lead. I suppose at different angles it was giving a slightly different reading, but definitely not gold. On to the next one. Now I've got quite a faint one here. Now this might be rubbish, but I think it's worth going for. Now I've just dug a fake, well, a contemporary forgery Celtic coin just over there in that hole there. And just here I've got a strange signal. It's quite a soft, mellow signal, so I think it's deep. It could be iron. There's iron in it, but it's coming up 15, 16, which could be iron, but I think this is worth having a look at. It's deep. It's going to be deeper than most of the stuff that I've been digging. And that bronze Celtic that's over there was quite deep. It's not deep at all, and it's sweet. So there must be iron around it. Now I've turned it over. Whatever it is, it's on the top here. So let's have a look. Right, about there. Okay, the ground's still frozen, so I need to break it. Ah, it's a musket ball. You can see it on the edge there. Another musket ball. Caught me out, that one did. Shouldn't use it. Right. Nice solid 12. Sounds sweet. So, I don't think it's very deep. It does sound nice. Now we're probably about 20 yards away from where I had the Celtic bronze. I really need to find a Celtic with precious metal. Make the day. Still 12. Sounds nice. A lot nicer than I would expect a 12 to sound, which is always a good sign. Right, about there in the lump. Still frozen. Okay, about there. Bit of rubbish. Bit of thin copper plate. Rubbish. Rubbish, rubbish, rubbish. Okay, high 20. Don't expect it to be anything good. Could be a sort of Victorian half penny or something, but we tend to be looking for low conductors on this field. It's an ancient field, but we're not going to walk away from a high conductor just in case. You never know. Of course, high conductors can be a lot deeper, and this one is proving to be so. Ah, there it is. Top of a Coke can. There you go. As I say, you got to dig them. Alright, we're just about finished for the day. Got a nice signal here. A 16, 17. Okay, it's probably going to be another sort of musket ball sized piece of lead, but I mean, my luck's got to change on these eventually. Ground's still frozen. This is an odd signal. There's obviously a big piece of iron there. And on top of it is a signal. That's the positive signal, which is just a shotty end. the nipple from a shotty end. That was on top of a big piece of iron, so it's pretty amazing that I managed to get that. Because if you listen to that piece there, I don't know if you can hear that, there's a piece of iron also in there. Anyway, it was rubbish. It's getting a bit muddy now as everything's defrosting. But that's it for today. Okay, there's today's finds. There's the big Roman coin that you saw me dig up. There's a couple of other Roman coins, and right at the very end, as I walked off the field, the small hammered coin, which is well and truly beaten up. It's probably a James I. This has turned out to be better than I thought. It's basically a copy of a Celtic gold stater. This is the bronze core. It's basically a fake, a counterfeit, and it's a Tuscanus hidden face type coin that I've always wanted, but in gold. So, but there you go. This is sort of an average detecting session. You've got the musket balls, which all sound really good until you dig them up. Only one button, which is unusual. There's a watch winder, somebody's penknife which got broken up, loads of bits of lead. And if I'd have gone to field 2, there'd have been a lot more, even smaller ones, but luckily I went to field 1 when I realised that there was going to be probably too much lead from that I wanted to dig up. If you're on a good Saxon site, then you're going to want to go to field 2, because some of the really small coins give really low conductive TIDs. Okay, so there you go. That gives you an idea of what I do. I'll try to get out at the end of the week. As you can see now, the snow is starting to go really defrost here. So this is out the window, and I'm hoping that over the next few days I'll be able to get out and do a proper search, okay, where it's not so wet, not so frozen, and not so much snow.